What's up everyone, NCain here, and welcome back to some more Penumbra Overture, where, unfortunately things won't be quite as blind for a bit. Given my recent concerns and whatnot about recording this, that, and the other, and just my general fear factor when it comes to playing scary games, I kind of jumped into Penumbra to kind of see, but the dog fight and everything else, and I ended up getting past that after learning that yeah, the game has a combat system of sorts that is universally despised, and I could see why. Short of using rocks, things are very, very fucking inconsistent. I managed to get forward, do what I needed to do, but given the fact that I've been trying to read a walkthrough and play out at the same time, there's just so much pausing, this, that, and the other, and even without my just sheer rage at combat moments, interfering, or I should say, really needing to combat like the zombie dogs and whatnot to actually just like explore and see things about and, you know, just not be distracted, it just went south. So I erased all my save file shit. I got back to where I was at before, and that is where we will be starting. So I'm gonna try and rethink my approach to this playthrough. Still may need to rock smash the fucking dog to death, but yeah, I will need to try and rethink both a stealth approach and perhaps combat where I need to. Off to the right. Thank you, headset. Okay, key. Let's get this again. And thanks, game, for lagging. Like I said, combat in this game is a bag of shit. Alrighty, and we're back. I guess my approach is basically going to have to amount to, I do like a beginning start, and if I know a monster or whatever is going to be, or anything of dog range is going to be a distraction or an interference, annoyance, whatever, I'm just gonna cut recording, try and do my best to get through it, and then start again. God, I hope the second game is so much better than this in that regard. It just really does bother me that frictional you know, hey, let's just leave this as it is. Because, you know, patching it isn't, you know, is... Why do that? Okay. Door with a keypad. Okay, I am at the workshop area. Explosives. Okay. No, don't get me wrong, my adrenaline is eventually going to go down, and I'm going to be more nerve-wracked than I am annoyed. But it completely fucking ruins the experience. Like, yeah, I get that stealth is more encouraged, but after a certain point, you either fucking fight so that way you can move on. Okay, this must be the only exit, and it just caved in. Okay. The shafts caved in here could have happened years ago. I shouldn't be risking my life like this. The whole facility could come down around me. Still, I want to press on. I'll have to clear this obstruction somehow. There must be something left here I could use. Maybe there's still some industrial explosives lying around. I love my workshop. It is too great a hunting ground to let others gorge their faces. One cannot help but feel for, oh yeah, those without such delicate mousy morsels on which munch for red 8 ravenously of their flesh today, and shall continue to do so. This is possible, thanks solely to the button pad I installed on the door, and yet Red's mind is working somewhat backwards today. Excuse me. Okay, so 8412. Okay, 8412. Yeah, if not for the necessary, for all intents and purposes, combat shit, so that way I can go on. Okay, trinitylene could have been used for mining operations, but I don't see a fuse. Okay, what time is it? 1 second. Okay. Yeah, this is just going to be a short segment, and could have been done already if not for the fucking pooch. Okay, this ultimate mixer's seen better days. And I break the... I'll try out later. For now, I know about this part, so I'm gonna just go ahead and dunk this. Just to get it out of the way. It really just rubs me the wrong way that they didn't bother to... You could have done something as simple as making the rocks one-hit fucking kills for... Okay, so that's done. Yeah, make the rocks one-hit fucking kills for the, pooches. Maybe somebody will mod that in someday. Or maybe there's something I can check out in the INI file, or something that hasn't been checked out yet already. Okay, notes. My favorite work. Okay, so 8412, right? Hold on. Oh. 8412. There we go. Oh, this place is still as creepy as I remember. Okay, worn and torn, yet the edge is still sharp to the touch. I will come back for you last, considering that will be the ending point for this. Brilliant. One step closer to setting off those explosives without losing any vital body part. Really? Okay. These look like they have seen some use in their time. Can't have much fun working down here. In fact, it must have been pretty god-awful. It's a spare wheel. Heard you, asshole. Okay. Looks ancient. It's so old I don't even know what it could have been used for. All the things you'll need to be successful as a carpenter. It could just a piece of ice reflecting light, or more likely my imagination, but something is definitely catching my eye under the rocks. Come on. Pickaxe. Okay. Actually, I will do both before and after. It was different, but the same that time. Like I had more control. But over what? Okay. More spider webs. I hope that hole was there before the spiders, and not the other way around. Feel you, brother, I feel you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's fairly annoying. Just the boards. Flare. Just look at these. I know that I'm relatively safe here, and yet still. Okay. Gotta drag these fucking things. Okay, can we not say that we did? Funny, the one time that I thought I had it, I got up the board smoothly, and then like right as I got to the halfway point, it started to bungle. So I had to redo the whole fucking process. I mean, I got it done, and yet still ended up getting injured anyway, so yeah. I try and respect the fact that this is still the first entry, but Jesus. And also the fact it really couldn't come back at some point, and, you know, like some bored former developer or something. Come on, guys. Patches and support, even for older games, go a whole long way in shaping public opinion for your newer titles. Like, oh hey, they went back and patched their first fucking game, the engine for the first game to make it run smoother. Oh hell yeah, I'm gonna keep supporting their newer efforts. See what I mean? I know I could grab the boxes, which is one suggested way of going about it, but for the ramp setup. Assuming the fucking engine works like it's supposed to. There are some things that should be done a little bit more on the developer side. Woo. Yeah, let's not do that and say that we did. Okay, lock, damn it. Okay. Explosives, that's more like it. Weaken old. Pickaxe. Note to self. Yeah, that's a fun... so far, that seems pretty fundamentally useless. The inward strike. Okay. Painkillers. Oh, yeah. Can we turn it off? Thank you. Okay. Cherry bombs. Dynamite. Okay. Okay. Cotton string. It is a piece of string just long enough to make a fuse out of. Perfect. A gunpowder keg. There's only a small hole at the top, though, not big enough to reach in. And seeing as I know now... Really, the inward is just fucking useless. Dry gunpowder, that's what I need. Okay. Okay, Baxitrine, right? It's soaked in Baxitrine. So the gunpowder should stick, or rather I should really pray. Right, with any luck, one fuse ready to go. Okay. Alrighty, that should light now. Unbelievably, this is the first fuse that I've ever made. Okay. Painkillers. Okay. Yeah, I'll just leave that as is. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's everything. Now I should get the hell out of here. And just for comfort's sake, and comfort's sake again. Okay. Time to save. Alrighty, and we are back a few hours later. Okay, I found a way to get out of here, just need to remove the rubble first. Found a keg of explosives, but without a fuse it'll blow myself up trying to blast the... Okay. I think now I just need to tack the fuse onto the explosives, I think. I don't really remember as well anymore, so... And now... Run! It's not much of an opening, but I'll have to do. Potholing has always terrified me. Take a rock with me? Too heavy? How delightful. When I look back, I can't think of what spurred me to go deeper into the mine. Perhaps it was arrogance at still being alive, or something as ridiculous as facing adversity and coming out on top. Now, I know I would have been better off starving or being mauled to death and kick-starting the chain of events that led me to end up here, writing to you. I just hope, once you understand my story, you will have what's necessary to put an end to this tale. I certainly didn't. Huh, that's ominous.